everyone, I have a thrift haul today. Some of the stuff that I actually got a few days ago I got from the Goodwill. I have been collecting this for like the last 3 weeks, so I didn't get it all in one place. So I went to a vintage fair a couple of weeks ago, and I got a couple of things there. Usually when I'm buying higher price stuff, I'm buying that stuff for my home. It's because if I were to buy higher price stuff and then turn around and try to sell it, I would have to, sell it at a much higher price, just to make back what I spent on it and to make a profit. So normally when I go to like more vintage shows where I know I'm going to pay higher price stuff, I'm not really looking for garage, like lower items that I could flip. I'm looking more for stuff that is for my house. So anyway, I'm going to go through some of the really great stuff that I got, and then we'll chat a little bit about what's coming up and some of the things that I'm looking to do this year or this spring. And some of the things that I'm not gonna do because I don't have the time to make the changes and then start what I need to start. So the first thing I'm gonna go through is I found some really great baskets, and I found this little picnic basket here, and it was in really good shape, and I paid $10 for this. And like I said, I usually I like to buy picnic baskets because you can hide stuff in them around the house. I found that one, and then I found this one here for $4. This is something that I want to keep for the house. If I don't end up doing that, then I like to just put it by the fireplace and put wood in it or something like that. So I got these. I got 2 of these, and they're really kind of lightweight. They look like they're a picture, but they're not. They're kind of like, like they're a whole thing. But the framing is really nice, and like I said, I got 2 of them, and I got 2 for $10, I want to say, and I got these off of Facebook Marketplace, which I thought was really great. I'm going to lower the camera just to see. So let me hold that up again. So it's 2 of these, and I thought these would be really great for those big IOD inlays to put on there, and to do maybe practice my decoupage. I got 2 of these, and these again I got at the Goodwill, and again these are just kind of like board and stuff, but I thought that this would be really good to put some molds around and then do an inlay or a transfer on there. So I got this little buddy here from the Goodwill as well. This is something that I'm gonna keep. It actually was like almost $10, which I know is a lot, but like I said, it's something that I'm gonna keep. It's actually I got these 2 brass candle holders, which are really large. They were marked $10 a piece, but she gave them to me both for $10, which was really nice. They're in really good shape. They're really heavy. Since I'm redoing my bedroom, I just thought it would be nice in there. I'm starting to collect things to put in there. So I got these, some of these little copper pieces, and this one I actually got at the Goodwill. The copper I bought for my house. I have some copper already started above my sink, and I just I want to kind of add a little bit more copper throughout my kitchen, just to kind of, like I said, add a little sparkle. And then I got all of these from the flea market. We went to, my husband and I went to the Fresno flea market last weekend, I think it was. And that was the first time we had been there. We just kind of wanted to see what it was like. It's like it's about a 45-minute drive from where we live. Nice. So I enjoyed it. It was a little hot that day. I'm not sure if I could stand that, like in the middle of summer when it's like 110. I'm not sure I could do that. But the weather here is still really crazy. It's still, the winds are not high, but they're enough that it's just still making our allergies crazy. The house is kind of like cooped up, and we closed everything up after we had just opened everything. And so we're just kind of going through these crazy like allergy coughs and sniffles and breaking out the allergy pills and stuff. So we're all like a little congested. Like we don't feel bad, we just congested, which is kind of bothersome too. But anyhow, so I got these cute little, these are like old time like measuring cups is what they are, and I got these for like $1, I think, which was crazy because I just bought myself a set of these 2 Christmases ago off of Etsy, and I think I paid like $25 for them. You live and learn, right? So I got this cute little copper looks like a little mini trough. So I really like this because I would put this on a shelf and like put some maybe faux like artichokes or something in it, you know, which this is a little copper mold corn on the cob on there, which I thought was super cute. And then I got this little fish and this little lobster. So I got this cute little number here, and it's just like a little, I don't know, canister type thing. And it has a lot of really cute, pretty detail on it. I don't know if you can see that. So once you paint that up with some apothecary or something, that'll look really cute. This is like a candle holder. It looks like it holds a pillar. More than likely, I'll probably marry something with this. You know, put a platform on it to make a riser, or even like a bowl or something like that. I got this really nice box, which is super heavy. It's lined with like a velvet, but this box it's really heavy. So it looks like at some point like it had a key. It just needs to be painted. This is aggravating. The Goodwill does this all the time. Those stickers must be like glued on there with like super glue, because it doesn't matter how hard you try. Like, they're just the stickers from hell, and then they stick them in the worst places ever. I know a lot of times they'll write on stuff with like marker too. I got this really beautiful picnic basket that was like, it was gorgeous, and right on the top of it they wrote like whatever their codes are, and like a metallic pen. It's like, how do you get that off? You know, it's just annoying. It's just like, why do you do that? You know, then people are buying it to, you know, put in their house or whatever, and now they're causing damage to it just trying to get the stupid tag off of it. And all right, and then I got this here. I also got this at the Goodwill. This is super pretty. It has a lot of detail on it. I mean, the finish that is on it is pretty. I don't really think it's very French. I think this is really pretty, although it would be really pretty painted, you know, like a Farm Fresh or a apothecary. That would look really pretty on here as well. But I'm digging this finish. I don't think it's bad. I got this little box here, and it's kind of like a faux. It is lined. It's super lightweight, and it's kind of like a faux leather, and this is what I mean. They stuck it on there and trying to peel it off, I damaged it. So now I have to figure out something for that. Hopefully I can figure out some way to fix it. So this was another Goodwill find here, and again, this would be lovely painted with something here. You could probably add some more molds around here, and then do something really nice in there, whether it be decoupage or inlay or a transfer. So if you hear scratching and stuff like that, it's because I'm actually in my garage and my chickens are in here because it's been really too cold for them outside. So we had to bring them into the garage and put their lamp on them, so that they, you know, they wouldn't get too cold or whatever. So this, I bought this, it's almost like this accordion type, and it opens up into a circle. It's a vintage actual piece that I got on Facebook Marketplace. I bought it for $10. You're supposed to use it to put around like plants that you don't want, you know, your dog to get on or whatever. But we actually opened it all the way up and then put some chicken wire around it, and we use it as a playpen. That's what we call it, a playpen for the chickens. So every time we get new chicks, we actually are able to put, when they get, you know, big enough, we're actually able to put this in the yard and cover it, and then let them play in the yard, and then at night we put them in their smaller pen and put them inside. So but we bought 5, and I didn't know this, but we have blue jays that think they live here, and they have caused havoc ever since we've lived here. They've gone and shredded up, you know, my hanging baskets. They came and shredded that up to make nests and tomatoes growing, and they just have picked all my tomatoes. Like every time the tomato, and I'm like, okay, tomorrow's gonna be the day I'm gonna pick that tomato, and I come out, there's a big hole in it. It's just like, it's so aggravating. So, I mean, at least I can cut those tomatoes up and throw them out to my chickens so they're not a complete loss. Anyhow, I didn't know that they were an aggressive bird like that. So when we had just put the chicks out, like I said, we have 5, we have now 4, but they attacked our chicks and they actually killed one of our chicks. And I was just, it was very, very, very traumatizing, especially for my son, because one of my sons is the one that actually takes care of the chicks. That's like his thing. That's his project, his pets. He, you know, he takes care of them, takes care of their pins, collects their eggs. Like, those are his babies, and it was very traumatizing. So anyhow, I did not know that they were aggressive like that. And of course, then once that happened, my son got online and started investigating the whole nature of blue jays. And every time they fly into the yard down, he goes, he just does that. So he's a very animal loving, any kind of animal he loves, but that was so infuriating for him, and he was just so heartbroken. So if you have this situation and you have blue jays or anything, make sure you cover that. Okay, so the next thing is I got these 2 actual paintings. The frames are more like, kind of like, they look plastic, but they're not plastic. They're more like a resin type of frame. So it's that one, and it's this one. So, and I got both of these for $15, which is not bad. I have this picture here, which I really didn't buy for the picture, although it's really not that bad. I bought it more for the mat, because if you see it, it's a really good mat. So even if you wanted to take the glass off of it and use it, you know, just a nice picture and leave it open. The mat is really nice. So I hit the mother load of candle holders, and I got, like I said, this was all there in the same day for $4 a piece, which is great because of, you know, especially because these are really big candle holders. So you know, you can sell them and jazz them up. And also too, I really like for these here, like the really big ones, I really like to put like a really nice like wood top on it, because then you can use it, you know, as a plant holder or something like that. You don't necessarily have to just keep it as a candle holder and stuff. The hardest part for me about this kind of stuff is what color to paint everything. I know that right now, you know, we're going through kind of a transition where not everything is getting painted white, but I'm not sure like what we're doing, like what we're painting. What's the color of the season right now. So I got 2 of these, and they were $4.79 a piece. These suckers are heavy. So because we're redoing the bedroom and the master bath, I wanted, for some reason, I don't know why, but whoever had the house or did some things to the house before, they have like IKEA modern type stuff in some places, and they just look out of place. So we wanted to get new vanity mirrors. We're gonna just redo the vanity that's there because it's solid wood. It's made by hand, all solid wood. So we wanted to keep that, but we wanted to kind of redo the light fixture because they put a really modern, weird light fixture in there, and redo the vanity mirrors. It's not like a cabinet, but they have like the mirrors. And my dog she gets out of the front door, and then she just wanders into the front yard, and then she just comes in acting like it's so normal for her to be outside alone. Anyhow, so I got 2 of these at the Goodwill. They were $4.79. So my idea is I'm going to, because they're pretty substantial, I'm going to take this out, which I could use this insert for a different, and then I'm going to have a mirror put in them and use these as our vanity mirrors in our bathroom. So that's my idea for these. I think that I could find some scrap mirror and cut it myself and put it in there, but even if not, I could take them and have mirror put in them and, you know, pay $30 bucks, and even at that I'm still saving money. That's pretty much it for my haul. I've been a little bummed out lately because I am redoing my garden area, and so I'm not going to get to have a garden this year, a vegetable garden, because we wanted to put rock around our flower beds, but I also, because when we moved in, the flower beds were kind of, the garden beds, were already placed. So we want to take them out and build some new ones, and then kind of put things so that we could get more garden beds in there. So my husband works so much, and I don't have the strength or energy to take that on quickly and then try to get all my stuff planted. It's already so late in the season, so I'm kind of bummed about that. I struggle with getting everything planted that I want planted because I don't have enough room in there for all the stuff that I want. So that's why we're wanting to put more beds in there and stuff. Plus too, like I said, my husband is Italian, so having like tomato, like, you know, 5 different types of tomatoes is a must because we make sauce, and we eat a lot of tomato and basil and tomato. So we plant a lot of tomatoes, and right now I only have 1 bed, and they're not big enough to accommodate more than like 4 plants or so. I saw this really nice lady on Facebook, or maybe it was Instagram Reels, but she had 2 beds, and then she had like this kind of like this grate that went over, kind of like an arch, and then she had her tomatoes like climbing through there, and that was really awesome. I'm thinking I might try something like that. That just seems like so beautiful. So I will take you guys along on that once we actually start that, which is probably going to be this coming week, because we want to get it done, at least the hard stuff, the dirt moving and the beds, you know, like that hard stuff. Clearing everything out to me is the hardest stuff, because you got to move all of the dirt that's in the bed. So and then we just have the rock delivered from, I think we get it from Lowe's, which is pretty, it's not very expensive. So, but I will take you guys along on that. That's probably just that major thing right now. I do have our bedroom started. I haven't filmed any of that, but I am still at a beginning place where I can film that. If you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I'm more than happy to do it. And I'm doing some really different stuff in there with the wall treatment and stuff, and I can do a tutorial on how I did that. And then I'll just start kind of filming stuff, and then if you guys tell me that you want to see it, then I'm more than happy to post little updates for that. So I hope you like my video. Thank you for sticking with me, and if you have any ideas about certain items that you saw that you think they should be painted a certain color, or they would look good a certain color, let me know. And we'll see. I have put out some feelers for a booth. I don't live really in an area where there's a lot of like, there's some antique, like, you know, mall type things, like where you could rent booths, but they're more antique stuff. I don't have antiques, you know. So the closest place that I have found that rents craft booths out is in Modesto. So I put some feelers out there, but the lady that runs that says that she has a waiting list. So I am trying to figure out some other places and research that. But like I said, there's just really not a big, I can't say there's not a big market for it here, but just no one here in my town or the town over has anything like that. So I'm thinking I almost want to do it myself and rent a store out and then rent spaces out and then have my own space. I almost want to do it myself because I feel like there's a need for it here in this town. So I don't know. I've done crazier things, but I'm just doing that. And my husband is working like crazy right now because he is a Harley Davidson mechanic. And so he's working because this is a season. Everybody's, you know, got their bike out riding and stuff. So when spring comes and summer and even early fall, he is just crazy working, you know, so on top of trying to enjoy his own life. So so we just stay busy and all the time, especially, you know, we go out to the lake and take the boat out, and my family comes out and we all barbecue out there and spend the day out there. Even though the lake is only probably like 10 minutes from us, we have realized that it's significantly cooler there, so we tend to spend a lot more time there during the summer than at home. The only bad thing about that is that we can't take our dogs with us because they have a bunch of like wild geese running around there, and I understand it. You never know. My big dog is so gentle and would never attack anything. My little dog, she is a hunter. She likes to hunt. So anyhow, we will see you soon. I don't know about thrift hauls. Honestly, I have gotten to the point I don't really like watching thrift hauls myself too much. I don't know if y'all like watching them. I'm more than happy to do them. So I'm just kind of putting this one out there. I've done a couple before, but I tend to not put them out there. I don't thrift a whole lot. Or if I do, I just pick little things up here and there. And then usually I'll wait until I got a big clump of stuff. So, but if you like thrift hauls, let me know. I'm more than happy to go thrifting more. It's not the worst thing I have to do. I mean, I love thrifting. So let me know, and I will start filming more of those and putting more of those out. So until then, we'll see ya.